You're a fucking expert on sleeping bags.
I'm torn with the homeless. Like, sometimes I have, like, this altruism in me where I'm like, I'll take all the spare change in my car. Like, well, I keep the quarters for the meters.
Yeah.
Like, I'm no Rockefeller.
I need that 15 minutes.
Look, I'll give him money. I ain't going to spoil him. But I'll take, for real, I'll take all, like, the dimes and nickels and pennies, and I'll fill, like, a Ziploc bag, and I drive around, and suddenly, like, I have all the power. Like, I'm the most powerful man in Los Angeles. And I just pass homeless people like, nah, something about this guy. I'm not digging him.
I shouldn't judge, but I always look like this motherfucker's got nicer shoes than I do. I'm not giving him shit.
When I was doing Are We There Yet with Ice Cube, this is like, never underestimate the importance of hanging out with black people, because you learn some of the coolest shit. He goes, we were just doing the dozens back and forth, and he goes, well, look at this motherfucker with his smoker shoes.
The fucker smoker shoes.
The top one is way too tight, and all the other ones are loose. The top lace, because you're like a crackhead, and like real fast, like on high top, you just pull that fucking top one tight. And he said that to me, and I looked down, I'm like, oh my God, I have high top shoes like a crackhead. And then I realized, why am I wearing high top shoes? It's 2002. But I'm driving around LA, and I'm literally going like, no, your sign's whack. No. I don't believe that you were a vet. You're veterinarian, maybe.
Veterinarian.
But you were no fucking vet. You're younger than me. And then I go, oh, look at this lady. She looks like she could really use, like, really old, like, yellowy eyes. And, like, life just kicked her ass, you know? And I roll it down. I go, how you doing? She goes, fuck you.
That's how the fuck I'm doing.
PCH and Sunset. There's a Chevron and a 76 across from each other. And I go, I just wanted to know how you're doing. She goes, I said, fuck you, white bitch. And I gave her the bag of money.
Yeah. There you go, bitch.
She didn't say thank you, and I, like, in my mind, like, working the program, like, that's God teaching you patience, man. Oh, shit!
Yeah!
Dun, dun, dun. Ladies and gentlemen, Brad Williams. That was awesome. You want to
What's up? Welcome, Brad Williams. Welcome.
Hi. Brad Williams.
Thanks for, like, knowing me when I came out. That was cool. But of course, because you saw a little person, so you're like, this is fucking awesome. So.
They thought they were all going to get candy.
I know, right? They're like, he's going to make it rain with Skittles, motherfucker.
Brad, for real, if you are a little person, like, why not learn how to make it rain Skittles? And just blow people's minds.
Just walk in the room, be like, taste the rainbow, bitches, and like, hot shit. Brad's in the house, rainbow, motherfucker, yeah.
If I was, well, you just say midget. If I was a midget, I would just have so many Skittles on me all the time, just toss them in the air, and confetti. I would be like a dwarf Rip Taylor.
The reference on you.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen a midget with a really good mustache. Is that?
Wow.
Have you? I'm assuming you've seen more than me.
Oh yeah. I've seen a crap load. And there's one. Where is he? Oh, who lives in Sacramento?
One guy.
One guy.
Whole world.
Anchorage, Alaska.
Best midget mustache ever.
No, there's a biker midget that lives in Sacramento, and like he has a custom bike. Like, it looks like a Little Tikes like shit, but like, it's real. It's an actual bike. You know what I mean? But he's got a badass handlebar mustache, and he gets hit on by gay guys constantly. Because they look at him, they're like, he's the perfect height.
Is your mind, I'm asking Ryan Sickler for the listeners, how, after he said handlebar mustache, you didn't hear anything after that? Because you were thinking of a joke, right?
I was.
I couldn't get one together.
I was also thinking of these guys putting their dicks in his mouth. I was also thinking of that, too. Doing the mental math on that.
I was just like trying to figure out like what. There has to be a joke about a midget with a handlebar mustache, like training wheels on his gums. Like, I don't know. That wasn't very funny. I don't want that. That was bullshit. That was lazy. Brad Williams was also at the Comedy Works. We were talking about how great the crowds are in Denver.
Oh, yeah.
And they're incredible. How'd
Absolutely.
it go?
Great. Our 2 shows tonight at the Downtown Club were sold out, and yeah, it was the best fucking audiences ever. And that club, like the
No.
What's
Tonight
up?
I had the best audience.
No, right here.
Ah,
Right here. You had the second best, though.
they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I like them.
This is them.
Oh, they stayed
They hung out.
from the 10 o'clock show.
stayed.
Yeah, they hung out.
Damn.
7.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Since the club is helping us out by doing a live podcast, just drink a lot of booze and tip the servers a lot and make it worth.
Yeah.
Or, fuck the crab feast, 5 stars.
Fuck it.
So this room holds about 380, and I just thought it was funny that you were playing the little room.
Well, they had you. They can't.
They're moaning like, oh shit.
Now shit's going down. Brad's gonna get up and punch Jay Mohr in the ankle.
Oh, he just said he knows a biker midget, Jay.
He did.
How awesome would that be? Like a biker midget gang. Like they just show up on big wheels and shit.
I would be the leader if I was one, but I would have everybody do big wheels, but I would ride that green machine. The green machine was tight. You remember the green machine?
I do, but I was never a Green Machine fan. I was. I had
Machine
the
had the
Hot
two-
Wheels with the yellow brake that I could fucking.
Yeah, you ripped that back.
You spin out, right?
I couldn't
Yeah.
get this shit. Who the fuck wants to ride something like this?
Well, you only do that at the last. No, you don't drive.
It doesn't have
it.
a steering wheel.
Yes, it did.
Did
It
it?
had handlebars, and then when you wanted to do a 360, you just you just gripped
that's
that
what
shit.
that was?
Starsky and Hutch style.
I had Zips and a Hot Wheels fucking big wheel.
Over my shoulder, zips.
Zips, remember Zips?
No, the shoes. Oh yeah, and in the commercial, the kid goes like this and makes a line in the sand. It's amazing. When you were a kid, you would buy certain shoes because you thought they made you run faster.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
absolutely.
I remember when I got my first pair of Zips, I'm like, oh, it is on. Where is Todd Piper and Richard Jennings? Because we're having a foot race now.
Do you remember kangaroos? Remember kangaroos? And they had like,
Ruse
the money
with the condom
pouch.
pocket.
Oh yeah,
They had the condom pocket in there. And like they had commercials where they said it was like for keep like gum in there or something. You're like, it's for condoms, okay? Like, that's it. That's why it's there. But the ironic part is no one got laid wearing a pair of Ruse. So
One guy.
Oh, you did?
One guy, not me. No,
Handlebar mustache.
I mean, I'm proud to say I never had kangaroos. I didn't like them.
They're
from the
Ruse. They're not
get-go.
kangaroos,
Ruse.
right?
They are kangaroos because if you remember, and I didn't until I saw something recently on TV, but Walter Payton was sponsored by kangaroos. Used to wear a headband that said kangaroos on it.
34,
so
yo,
one
wow.
guy at least
Rest in
got some
peace.
pussy in kangaroos. Rest in peace, sweetness.
Yeah.
One guy on the whole planet Earth. No one else can say they fucked somebody wearing kangaroos. Because it didn't happen.
And now
you got a better shot
we
at
don't have
somebody fucked a kangaroo than getting laid in kangaroos. I said there's a better shot of hearing someone say they fucked a kangaroo instead of actually getting ass in kangaroos.
Yeah, man, I went out to the club. I took this chick home, and I fucked her with my Ruse on.
See how stupid that's
As opposed like Converse, like I fucked her with my Converse on.
I had my Chucks on. I had
That's
my
a straight
Chucks on.
Tracy
Yeah.
Morgan. I fucked her wearing my Adidas. All day I dream about sex. That's what it stands for.
I like that we're talking about shoes, and I'm wearing the Nike Shocks that give me like 3 extra centimeters of height.
I was gonna say when you came in, I didn't recognize you. You were so tall. Motherfucker rolling in here at 4'8", trying to floss.
That's the great dude. I've been out with midget women that wear high heels, and you're like, really? Like,
Really?
hell yeah, they wear heels, and yeah, because they're like, but it makes my legs look hot, and it's like, yeah, but there's like 1.5 foot of your leg, like
You look like you're walking on stilts, bitch.
It looks so uncomfortable because like we kind of limp naturally, and then you throw high heels on a bitch, and it's just like it looks like the fucking Walking Dead just like coming out, and they're just,
Little designer.
you think I'm sexy? Like no.
Brad Williams always wears designer jeans. Like when you just started walking around, I just looked at Ryan. I go, look at his jeans. Like you dressed to impress. What athlete sponsored the goofiest shit? Like Walter Payton for Ruse is pretty bad.
That's pretty
However, let's not forget Karl Malone rocking LA Gear sneakers.
He did. That's right. The flashing ones.
Yeah.
In Salt Lake City. Like wasn't nothing LA about it.
Right.
But he was dumb as fuck. When they drafted him, it was like the big Mormon parade.
Right.
And the owner of the Jazz said, hey, come out with me. I want to take you out. And they drove in the parade. He thought the fucking parade was for him. And it was like the big, I don't know what the name of it is, some Mormon thing.
He's the greatest white people ever.
Yeah. Man, they really dig me here.
Eddie Murray did Fila. Remember Fila's?
Fila's pretty tight. Now
Fila.
it's become like Jersey
It's back
Shore.
now, I feel like. It went away for a little bit. Now it's back. Oh, British Knights. Remember British Knights?
British Knights.
BK.
Remember those? Yeah.
BK Knights.
I don't know if any athlete did, but Kool Moe Dee did. Kool Moe Dee did.
Sean Kemp?
Did he really?
Are you really for real?
The Rain Man did British Knights?
He needed to, all those fucking kids.
He was
Yeah, exactly. That's all he could afford with 9,000 kids out of wedlock.
Yeah, exactly. That's
I
right.
like that. I like how, like, in wedlock, somehow they're cheaper in your mind. You go, that's what you get. You can't afford it when you have kids out of wedlock. Like, thanks, guy from the 50s. Like 11 kids in wedlock, it's still fucking expensive. Ron Bennington had the best quote of all time about kids. He goes, you want to know how much it costs to have a kid? All of it. He goes, I don't care if you're Rob Reiner or if you drive a fucking bus in Maryland. All of it. There is a sliding scale. If you're a mailman in Newark, Delaware, all of it. If you're Chris Columbus directing fucking Goonies, all of it.
Goonies fan.
Oh, right. Some girl just said it. All right, we just found out who in the audience masturbates to chunk photos.
Hey, you guys! I'm coming!
Brad Williams is hot. He in NBA jams, I think they'd say, he's heating up. You hit another one, that fucking net's gonna burn up.
He's on fire. I love that game because, like, I can't dunk worth shit. It was like,
really?
I know, shocking. It's like exaggerated dunks. I love that.
I can't even get net. I try to talk shit, but when I get out there and play hoops, like intramural, like just bullshit with you guys, like we went to shoot hoops, I am so horrible that people, remember Dan and Irvine?
Yeah.
Dan was like, why can't you shoot? Like he was perplexed. I'm so horrible. And like I know, and we played as kids, but for some reason, I just look like fucking Shaq at the free throw line no matter where I am.
Throwing straight arrows, just darts.
I'm like, I'll miss the whole backboard. And my son just like will hit like 6 in a row. and he calls it courtesy. You know, you got to give him the ball back. So I just want to put in a little layup and look cool. But I D him up. He's 9. I D the shit out of him.
Fuck yeah.
I put a forearm in his back with my British Knights. Hey. Call back, nigga. What's up?
Come on back.
Call back.
BK's call back.
What's up? Because Beckham's now sporting smoothies for Burger King.
Is he saying burger? What did you say again, sir? He
Grill
promotes
cream?
Brill Cream? Is that for real? No, we can't go on Pretty Sure. We're not in the Pretty Sure business, sir. We need to know it's true to convey it to 250,000 people right now. And you're like, I think so. All right, just go with it, man.
I don't know.
We'll put a retraction out next week with Uncle Dan. Fuck it, just have Ralphie back on and talk about Brill Cream. Have you noticed how good Ralphie May smells at all times? Fuck, he smells
I've never
so
smelled
good.
Ralphie May.
It's like Wayne Newton smell. Like he smells so... My wife, when she was on Las Vegas, Wayne Newton was a guest star.
Yeah.
And I go, how was it? She goes, he's the most beautiful smelling man I've ever met in my life. Like she was stunned. Like she came home with a look on her face like, like she had fallen in love. But she didn't really fall in love with Wayne Newton. It was the smell he gave up.
Wow.
And I go, what was it? She goes, from the best I can remember, it was a mix of Honey Mohrw, Quorum, baby powder, and there's something else, and I can't fucking figure it out.
The secret ingredient?
Yeah. And I'm like, wow, that makes sense. And then the next day, she brings home a Ziploc bag, and it's got a handkerchief that says Wayne Newton on it.
Come on.
And it's in a Ziploc bag because she said, you smell so great. And I'm trying to explain to my husband how great you smell. So he did like, you know, like when you wipe your brow, like Elvis wipes his brow on stage and like gives it to the audience.